Hey Huns, it is officially Vlogmas day 4 and we have been on a roll and consistent, so pat on the back to me, yay me. Even though I am tired, I could not end my day without doing Vlogmas day 4. As you guys know, the videos during the week will be a little bit different if I'm not running around running errands right after work because, hello, the girl is tired from the day. But tonight I wanted to get up close and personal and cozy with you guys. As you can see, I got on my Christmas pajamas and I am on the couch and I have my cozy blanket. And I just wanted to sit and talk to you guys today. Today's topic, rather, was going to be about something that I think is very important during this holiday time. And to me, it's important to everybody, especially the parents, for that matter, because we're the ones that spend the money on the gifts. So today I wanted to touch bases on budgeting for the Christmas time and budgeting for Christmas gifts. But not only Christmas gift, because Christmas time, let's be real and let's be honest. Money goes more on just the gifts. You end up buying decorations. Most of the time you recycle the decorations that you have, but I'm pretty sure you add something to the bunch at least once a year. Aside from the food, because you're going to have family over and different things of that sort, because you want to spruce up the house, you are spending bread in the month of December. If not more money than what you normally spend on normal months during the year, you are spending a good chunk of change during the month of December. So, with that being said, I wanted to talk about how to budget for this time during the Christmas time. I have been doing this literally, since AJ has been born, because before then, I don't think I paid attention to it as much, and because sometimes I wasn't consistent with it. I'm going to be completely honest with you, because obviously I didn't have a kid. I only had my nieces and nephews, and at that time I only had my nephews. My nieces weren't born yet, and my other two nephews weren't born yet. So I think we only had my two nephews that were born. So it wasn't a big thing. It was just them, then my parents, my in-laws, and that was about it. But it wasn't a whole lot of gift giving and stuff that I really had to pay attention to or really had to budget for. It was just like, okay, primarily I was buying adult gifts. And, to me, that is somewhat simpler than the kids. And sometimes they could be less expensive depending on the person, but for the most part, I didn't really have to think about it and budget for it. It was just like, okay, you knew the Christmas time was coming up, maybe save, the money from your 2 checks in November, and then I was good. But now my tribe has grown, so I literally, like, no lie, have to pay attention and budget for the Christmas time way before the holidays come around. Not only because my tribe has grown, but as you all know, my son's birthday is in December. It is actually 3 days after Christmas. So because I am big on celebrating his birthday aside from Christmas, that is also something that I had to budget for. So instead of me rambling on about that, let me tell you why I have been consistent with budgeting for the month of December. So what I normally do, I haven't really seen them at banks. I work in the credit union industry. I have literally worked in the credit union industry, I want to say, all my adult life. I started working for credit unions when I was 19 and I haven't stopped. So, that's all I know. I haven't worked for a bank, but I've worked for a credit union, which is the same. It's similar, but it is different, and we'll get into that later, probably in a later video, explaining the difference. We can talk those facts at a later time, but that's not what we're talking about right now. So I do know most credit unions offer this, and it's something called a Christmas Club account. I used to do that back in Florida consistently, and then I just got disciplined enough to save it on my own. So when I moved here, I didn't open up an additional Christmas Club savings account, but I do have a separate savings account for Christmas. So what the Christmas Club saving account does is basically it lets you save from the beginning of the year in January, but you can literally start it any time of the year. But I normally start saving for Christmas January 1st. Like, I start in January. So it lets you, from most credit unions are roughly the same, but like okay, prime example, the one that I used to work for back in Miami, from January to October 1st, the funds are on hold. So whatever you save is not made available to you. Like, you can have a courtesy emergency withdrawal, obviously, if you have the money, but like, you weren't able to just easily access the money from January to October 1st. On October 1st, at that point, that's when they release all the money that you have saved up, and they transfer it to your normal savings account so you can start your Christmas shopping early. The one that I work for here, their release date is November 1st. So they let you save from January to November, and then on November 1st, whatever you saved up in those months' time, they release it to you so you can start your Christmas shopping. Now, if you are not as disciplined, I would highly suggest that, because one, out of sight, out of mind. You don't see it, you're putting money away, and you're good for the Christmas time. It all depends on your budget and how much you can afford to put away every paycheck or every month. But you know roughly how much you spend, and if you're an overspender for Christmas and you're like racking up credit cards, please stop it. Don't do it. It's not good. You're just digging yourself a deeper hole. But again, we will talk about budgeting and financial freedom on another video, but this is all about saving for Christmas. So I highly suggest, like I said, if you are not disciplined enough to save the money, a Christmas Club saving account is the way to go. You can have it set up where it's taken from your check directly from work, so you don't even see the money, or you can have it where you transfer automatically from your checking account to that Christmas savings account every time you get paid, or once a month, whatever your budget allows you to do. Then at that point, imagine if you save $50 on a bi-weekly basis, or like every paycheck. Just think about it. So that's $100 a month. By the time November turns around, you'll have about $1,100 saved up for Christmas. And that's normally when people start their Christmas shopping. You go get it out the way. You may even have some change left over if you budget properly and choose your gift giving wisely and catch sales. At that point, you may have a little good chunk of change left over from the thing. But that's normally what I do, again, because I have to budget. If I do not budget for Christmas, oh, my babies would be so sad. Basically, my babies would be sad because I wouldn't be able to afford to give them gifts. And not only that, I would be stuck trying to juggle a birthday party celebration and Christmas. So that's what I personally do to save and budget for Christmas. Not only that, you can start your Christmas shopping. Another way that I know some other individuals do, my aunt, she is an extreme couponer, and what she does is she catches things on the sale year round, and she just saves up. If she knows it's something that you're really, really looking for, she can catch it on the sale. She saves it, she holds it till Christmas time. She buys it while it's on sale, whether it be in March, whether it be mid-year. She buys it, saves it for you, gives it to you on Christmas, and she saves her money and she saves up for it. So it all just depends on, what type of person you are and what actually works. I don't do the extreme couponing thing, and I find that my method works better for me. But again, to each its own. Every person has a different method that works for them. So my suggestion to you when it comes to Christmas shopping and Christmas budgeting, save year round. It's the best thing that you can do for yourself. And literally, like when I first started off doing this, I want to say I started off with like $30 bi-weekly, because again, at that time, that's what I could afford to put away. And then at that point, whatever I have saved up at the end of October or the beginning of November, I chose my Christmas gifts based on whatever I had saved up within that budget. So not only are you saving in advance, but you're also giving yourself a spending limit. Look, this is what I saved up. Everybody that I got on this Christmas list that I need to get a gift for has to fall within this budget, because you're not going to go over that budget. And that helps you, not only that, not break the bank and not be broke after Christmas, but not only that, like, it helps you, gives you a guideline. Like, I need rules, I need guidelines, I need, I need it to help me out. So it not only helps you and helps the bank because you have saved over time, but it gives you like that guideline. So you have this many people you have buy a gift for, you have this much money, and then you divide it accordingly. And also, to me, as far as my family goes, to me, the babies are most important. Adults come later. So I focus on the kids first, and then at that point, whatever else is left over, then I focus on the adults and I juggle it that way. But the babies are what's important, and the Christmas time and stuff like that, it's most important. And not that, like, adults, they really, I mean, we really don't want or need anything unless you know that that person needs something. But like little small gifts that you know that'll show your token of appreciation, that'll work for adults. Whereas kids, you know, this time of year is super, super important for them. Most kids have a list. They have something that they really, really want. They've been wanting all year round, and, you know, you just haven't been able to buy it. So that's why I feel like, to me, the kids are the main priority first, and then after, from my budget, once I get the kids out of the way, then at that point, that's when I can see what I can do for the adults. But the babies are what's important. So hopefully all these tips that I do to budget for the Christmas holiday helps you guys for next holiday, because obviously we're already in December. We're doing Vlogmas. We're doing Vlogmas, but hopefully this helps you out, because January is right around the corner and we'll be already budgeting and saving for next Christmas. So hopefully this helps someone, and give this video a thumbs up if you're gonna start saving this January, or maybe even in December, because you already got your Christmas shopping out of the way. I know I've got most of my Christmas shopping out of the way. So if you're like me and all that is done, all the hectic stuff and the headaches and all that stuff, most of it is done, you give this video a thumbs up and let me know, are you going to start saving early for the holidays? Until next time, see you guys in Vlogmas Day 5. Have a good night.